see. Hey, Thanos. Okay. Strikers, heavy knockdowns, miss counters. We could do that. Ooh. Yeah, that's a great place to use her. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? Welcome, KN. I should put a striker on her, though. So let's try and remember to do that. Is there anyone else here that I want to use? I should probably look at the bosses before we get too into this. Bring along Viv as well. Is that really free? Hmm. Who's this on? It's moderately important. That's fine. We'll put this on for now. It doesn't really matter. Okay, who are the bosses? Interesting. Yeah, that's a good one for that. Try to play into the RPG as much as I can. I think let's bring one science to get ready for long shot. Titania is the obvious one to swap in, but let's try something else first. I go with Luke. I don't know this stuff off the top of my head, Cedra. Stick around for a bit and we can talk about it when we get there. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, Sunspot's definitely popping off this season. Yes, you do get 7-star shards, Misery. Not gonna lie, that's why I'm here. Because otherwise, I just show up to the beta playtests at work. Agreed, Thanos. I don't think that's quite what I hit, but that's fine. For those who don't know, Act 9 is definitely tuned for 7 stars, so just accept that now. Ouch. My bad. Whew. Alright. Was playing really well up there until the end when I started talking. Yeah, that's fair on the Wiccan for sure. Hey, JJ, welcome. Yeah, I agree. I I understand the drawbacks, but especially with how much other content there is in the game now for single player as well. I'm so glad it's 3 paths. I love story content. I don't want to do more. Yeah, I knew that was coming. That was my fault. I mean, I wanted willpower healing. Electra on this path is sneaky annoying. It's good though. Yeah, the thing to remember when looking at the PI and health though is the pulling rank bit, right? Like you have a lot more block proficiency as you're taking damage. Excuse me. You have just flat out damage reduction if it gets too bad. You saw that come into play in the Viv fight. She could have died otherwise. You have up to 2800 extra attack. Like 2800 extra attack is a lot. But that's the thing, is that it's now just for 7 stars, right? So Luke isn't getting any extra, but Bullseye is. I think you get something for literally every path user, it's just the bulk of it is for doing the whole thing. Nice, Jordan. I'm glad that post helped. consistent. Weapon nodes are more fun. I can definitely see where you're coming from there. I think the counter argument coming from the person who built the weapon nodes, not for me, I think if I can loosely paraphrase what their intent was, is that the weapon nodes serve their purpose, right? Um, and we're kind of done with them. We've reached maximum complexity in chapter 4, and that was it. There's not really anywhere more to go with them so that there's something new. We could just build more of them, but that's not necessarily interesting. And so we're starting over with Scourge. And the idea here is that this will grow over time too, right? It's still relatively new. Keep in mind how bare bones weapon nodes were in chapter 1. There's time. You had to be invited and then sign up, Mo. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Hey, Jordan. Brief overview of the chapter. I'm legitimately not sure what you have in mind for that. Because like I just started. Um, I'm not saying no. I just need to know what you mean. Okay, that's not quite what I meant to do. That's fine. Yeah, Mike, happy I got her. I actually wasn't sure when the last time these accounts were pulled over, but it must have been just before the beta. Because I have my rank 3 long shot here, but I don't have my Quicksilver. Is it similar to Act 7? I mean, it's going to be a little bit more similar to Act 8 at the end, but as we were just kind of talking about, the big thing in Act 8, or like Act 7 was mostly about paradox, I think it's fair to say. Those were the unique nodes, the unique mechanic. Act 8 was about weapon nodes that built up over the 4 chapters. They started very simple, um, and then they got extra ones. Yeah, like you're saying. For Act 9, it's Scourge. You're going to build up these Scourge things, and so it's going to be very tempo based. The opponent is going to get more dangerous over time. It's going to be inevitable that they gain some of these charges. That's the way this is designed. But you're going to have a way to slow it down with the proliferate node here. And you're going to have a way to remove it with the clarify node. And so for each one, that's what you want to keep in mind. What is the danger for letting Scourge build? What is the trigger for slowing it down? What is the trigger for removing it? Hey, Blizz. Hopefully that's worth the super chat. Thanks again for that. I should have just heavy countered that. I could have. Come on, buddy. You being a jerk. There go my degens. Yeah, I timed that knockdown poorly. That's fine. Oh, fur. I got lucky. That stun did not have to stick. Why are you just blocking, dude? I'd send an issue report, but I know they're not really working on the beta at the moment. This feels a little bit worse than Prod to me at the moment. Prod being the live server. Felt better. Obviously, she's also a 7-star, so we're cutting through better. I do have a duped blade, yeah. Hey, amigo. July, amigo. I don't believe there's an official release date, Preston, but they do follow a rough 6-month cadence. Ouch. It is my fault, though. I let the karma stack on me. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Or not. No, that's bad. Come on, buddy. Pay attention. No, I should have played that differently, but it's not. It feels more defensive than the live server to me. Hey, Cyber. Welcome, Pi. I may have already said that. That's all fine. People get really stuck in their ways, Mo. And it just is what it is. He's not fast enough for Celestial Battlegrounds. And therefore, people who barely make it through the victory track somehow think he won't help their drafts when he obviously would. He hasn't been assigned yet in war because his buff was after the most recent time he was a tactic, and so people pretend he doesn't exist there because, oh, what is he the best for? I've assigned him in war. He's been great. But people are slow to change their minds. They think if I haven't already thought of 20 things where I am chomping at the bit to use him, then that means those answers don't exist. It's not that I haven't thought of them because I'm brilliant. I would have thought of them. So they just must be okay. You see it all the time with this stuff. Streamers in particular are just gonna be really bad about this, Preston, and you just have to understand their bias. Battlegrounds is not the most popular game mode. People think it is because it's so popular on the social media side of things, but it's not. But Battlegrounds is by far the best game mode for YouTube. and for Twitch if you do that. It is far and away the best thing for streaming. My audiences for Battleground streams are always like double what they are for other streams, and I'm not that good at Battlegrounds. So it's really easy to watch YouTube and think it's the only game mode. But you just have to remember that it's like, not only is it not the only game mode, not only is it not the most popular game mode, but it also looks different for most players than it does for people who are trying to aim for C4. Context matters. That's a known thing, Tyler. There's a fix in it from the or oh, I know what you're talking about, that one. That might be a result of another thing. I have a note to talk to the engineers about that. I am not a fan with the way this note is written. I get what they're going for, though. Okay, and this is not clear to me at all. It goes on cooldown for 10 seconds? I need to be taking notes as we go. What is it in this case? The plasma debuff or the plasmatic aura? And once, like, I'm pretty sure they're talking about the aura because the aura lasts for 10 seconds, right? And once it expires, it goes on cooldown for 10 seconds. But they just described the plasma debuff. And so this is just, that's not how you're supposed to write that. So just give me a second. It's nice that now I just need to write down the name of this because then I can go look it up in our tools and say why the description is off. Okay, so we just want a ton of armor breaks or cosmics. Cosmics with crits or other armor breaks. That's fine. Oh, and then let's take a look at the end. No, you didn't miss it, Mike. I just, for whatever reason, we haven't put that out yet. It should be soon. I talked about this, I think, before you got here, Pinhead. You just have to remember it's aimed at 7 stars, right? Pulling rank no longer applies to 6 stars. This is a 7-star version only. And so if you're using mostly 6 stars, which is going to be what most people's rosters are, then it's going to feel slow. But that is intentional. So that feedback will probably not be actioned on. If you've tried with any of your larger 7 stars, you'll notice it feels much better. Okay, so punish specials and or bring Tigra. That's fine. Getting those faster. Preston, the main thing is if you're not in an alliance, I would recommend you be in an alliance because you can acquire the catalysts most quickly from the glory and trophy token stores. So play Battlegrounds, play AQ, pick up stuff when you can. Hey, Highline, how's it going? I was doing this with Mosley 7 stars and thought it was too fast. See, this is kind of what I mean. Like, that tuning disparity is intentional. Yeah, if you're using rank 4 6 stars, then that is the problem. 100%. They're supposed to not feel good anymore. Whoops. Oh, dang it. Just come here. I thought that would be a big crit, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Story content does develop building your roster broadly. So you've got time. Ouch. Yeah, like I know this is a high damage, perfectly like perfect RPG counter, rank 3. But a minute's pretty darn quick for a story content fight. And so the tuning kind of has to catch both, right? Yeah, I've seen a lot of feedback about the evade one. Yeah. You'll also notice less aid for Spirit Game. It's still there, but there's a bit of an incentive to have better relics as well. Basically, you just want armor breaks harmonized for this one. Actually, didn't mean to dash back there, but that's fine. I just noticed I don't have the combo tracker on this account. May need to go take a look at that. Because I like it for streaming in particular. Hmm. It's not here. That's weird. Whoops, that was weird. Hmm. Nothing quite like an Atom fight that goes well. I don't know if the AI will feel as good here. MI tend to trust to throw specials. Sentinel less so. That threw me. Not quite what I was going for. Oh my god, that timing was terrible. We're getting no armor break luck now. Okay. Alien. Wrote some stuff for Bitter Steel a while ago that I can go look for. I think he was going to include it in his Adam Warlock showcase. I forget if that video's up. If it is, if somebody can let me know and or link it, that might help Miguel. The short version for Adam is just you have to take it into your own hands, right? Um, sorry, 1 second. Have patience in the chat. What was I saying? Yeah, you have to take Adam into your own hands, which means that like just accept that sometimes the AI is not going to throw their special immediately after, right? Um, and that means that you need to plan for it. You need to be looking not just for the next intercept, but also how are you going to safely hit their block if they don't throw it. Don't throw your specials as soon as you have them. Save your specials for when the opponent doesn't throw theirs so that you can throw them while they're unblockable, break through their block, and hold on to things, right? Be very intentional with your movements. Vary your combat string or your combo strings to make the backdrafts feel better. Like all of those things help Adam work out better. But you also need to accept there is some RNG. Congrats, Amon. That's a tough challenge. I mean, it's fair game for the opponent to block sometimes, Pinhead, but I have heard that things are different. I'll see when I get there. It's hard for me to comment without that. I don't know exactly what you mean, amigo. If you're talking about Discord or something, I do have friend requests turned off for a reason, because otherwise, every time somebody in the official Discord doesn't have their support ticket answered within 12 hours on the weekends, I would get a message, and so we don't do that. But what exactly are you asking for with Prestige? Oh, If it didn't appear, then you probably put a link in it. So I'm guessing that's probably you typed out Aunt May with the dot, and it recognized that it was a link, and so then the auto mod just got rid of it. Bro. Dude. Oh my god. Why? And yes, I know there's rich get richer on the fight. I'm just asking why he's being such a pill. One second. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna keep streaming, but I have to go look at something. I think there's a chance that the AI fix that's currently on the live server that we were beta testing is no longer active. And so, if you will give me a second, I am just logging on to check. Yeah, I don't think it was global. So 1 second. Yep. and then I will go ahead and restart my game as soon as the save goes through. Oh, you know what? I have to go. I just realized something else. I messed up that I have something today instead of tomorrow, but we will come back to do this later on. Um, yeah, and I will catch y'all then. Take care, everyone. This is actually a little bit of an emergency. Yeah.